Hello everyone. I'm doing a short introduction to the giveaway and then I show you how I made this. I am really thankful for every single one of you who subscribe to my channel, and especially the persons who take the time to watch and comment on the videos. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to do a giveaway for every one of you, so internationals as well, but you have to well, keep in mind that it's going to be a small giveaway because the shipping costs are outrageous. So what you can win if you choose to enter is I am going to create you, gift you 50 of my inspiration cards. I'm going to print them in English, of course, and like this, and then laminate them for you as well. So you get about this amount of cards, maybe a bit less, something like this, I think. So 50 of them. And I probably would put a stamp sheet from Art Journey in it because I love those stamps, and you can choose the one that you would like. So that's going to be the prize. What you need to do, I really want you to create something because I want my cards to go to someone who really appreciates it and will use it as well. Because I find that every time I do a giveaway there are a lot of people subscribing just because of the giveaway, and I love the fact that you subscribe, but not only to participate in the giveaway. I don't like that. I think that's not fair. So I would like you to create something Art Journal page, mixed media, or whatever you are into, a card or whatever you like to do. I'm not gonna say that you can't do layout or whatever, but it has to do something with spirit lifting. The world needs spirit lifters because everything is negative and black and grey and bad, and I am a positive person, and I really think that with positivity you can reach more, achieve more than with negative thoughts and negative, well, ideas. Take someone in mind who lifts your spirit, and do a page and say you are my spirit lifter. Or if you think that you are a spirit lifter, you keep in mind something that someone or a group of people or whatever you can think of, and say I am your spirit lifter. It has to be the saying, so this has to be the base of your card. I would love you to make me a video, not a video response, but to show your project so we can lift other people's spirits as well, and why you chose that, and the person you made it for, or, well, you know what I mean. I'm gonna list whatever you need to do underneath this description, underneath this video in the description box, so you can read it. But now that's it. So join if you like, leave a comment only on this video, and if you have questions ask them on this video so I can reply. Thank you so much, and now on to my spirit lifting layout. No, not layout, journal page, journalish page card thing. Bye everyone. So let's go. A mixed media paper, pre-gessoed by putting gesso through a stencil. I've done that weeks ago. Cutting it to 14 by 14 centimeters and using Distress inks to create a colorful background. I'm using Wilted Violet, I think, Mermaid Lagoon and Ground Espresso. And I am putting some heavy ink down because I want to use a stencil later. You'll see that. So I'm starting out with a purple on the outside, and then using the Mermaid Lagoon to go in the center, and then the edges again with the Ground Espresso. Really liking this color combination, kind of a mystical idea. And we are doing a spirit lifting page today. I'm going to do more in that series. I thought about that, and well, a better world starts with yourself, so why not spreading positive thoughts. Huh? Now, my new favorite stencil, I sprayed some water through the stencil and then dabbed it with a baby wipe. And you can see the pretty pattern that is starting to emerge. Drying it quite quick, quite good. And then I thought about using this napkin. I really like the way this was kind of a black and white idea, and I thought I would draw my girl on this napkin. So I use the same paper and then glue the napkin down with gel medium, a matte gel medium, and then I draw her the way I think that she needed to be. So just measuring a little bit, and later on I just cut, I think, about 4 millimeters from my base card. Otherwise she wouldn't fit. I didn't measure it quite well. So I'm going over it with gesso because there's matte medium underneath, so I need a bit of tooth to be able to color. Using my Derwent watercolors, pencils. I've got some Inktense pencils, but I really want more of them because I like them so much. So just a basic skin color, a bit of pink and a little bit of orange, and then I just wanted bold colors, and I love yellow purple combinations. So I'm going into the yellow, and this is a Derwent Inktense pencil. You can see why I love them. It is so bright. I really love that a lot. So you can see that she's going to be a bright, shining lady. A little bit interest to the dress, a little bit of orange underneath and a bit red later on. This is the artist sketching pencil pen again. Really liking that for the details. I've got a very fine nib on it. So I'm just drawing her eyes and face, and I'm working quite small, so it's difficult. Drawing her hair a bit smaller, and then cutting her out of that piece of paper because I really needed to know how she would fit on the page. And well, it looks quite nice, doesn't it? And then I saw that little piece that you see there next to the pen. That was a wing. I thought, okay, she has to have wings. So I cut a similar one on the other side. It's not perfect wings, but it looks like wings. And that's why that way I use up my leftover papers as well. So I needed a little bit more interest to her hair, so I'm using a red and a purplish color, and sorry, yawning again, and then using a wide water brush, and I'm just swirling with her hair. Didn't do much to her. She's good as she is. Now I colored the flower on her dress and didn't like it, so I cut a new flower out of the same napkin and I glued that on her dress. That's what you see there. Then I go in with bold colors in her face. I colored her eyes blue, and then I lift the color again by using the water brush. And I do that until I am satisfied with the way she looked. Now, as I said, not too much fuss on this. But the eyes, around the eyes, I like it dark. Red lips. Look good. And then a little bit more white accents to the face. And then she's good. I used a Sakura pen to create the white in her eyes, but that didn't work that well. So later on I use the ink of a Posca pen. I got a Posca pen with a big nib, so that didn't work for such small eyes. Now I am inking up her edges with black archival ink, and after I've done that, I glued her down to the card that I made.
like that. Now, coloring the wings as well. I wanted to use gold, but I find that gold is just too shiny when I only use gold. So that's why my base for gold colors is often yellow or brownish tint. And I decided not to paint it all gold, but just use the same stencil and then rub the paint through the stencil onto the wing. And then you get a nice pattern that will match the card. Now, I thought about using the bird. I colored the bird while I was coloring the lady and the wings, and even got leftover gold, so why not create a gold colored beak or something. But I didn't use the bird in the end. Now, drying the paint with the nozzle, is it, of my heat gun quite close to the paint, so it will start to bubble a little bit for texture. Gluing the wings behind her back, and then using gel medium to glue her down on the card. Now I think she looks bright. That's good. Derwent, of course, around the edges, and here is the little ink that I got out of my Posca pen, and using that to create more white in her face, just a little touches, and on the flower that needed a bit more interest, so you'll see that looks better that way. Now, this card is for someone, so I'm choosing I am your spirit lifter. You can also choose you are my spirit lifter, whatever you like, but one of those two sentences has to be on your project for this giveaway. And wouldn't it be nice if you gifted your project to that person as well? That would be nice. So using a brush, a tip marker, and then gluing it down, and then I'm done, everyone. So join me. The details are in the description box below or on my blog, and I will see you